Welcome to episode 12. Today you will learn 2 practical skills used in every real project. First, how to write great comments that explain your code to teammates and to your future self. Second, how to run Python files from the command line and pass in options. We will cover single-line comments, docstrings, and helpful style tips. Then we will run a script from the terminal, read command line arguments, and show a friendly help message. By the end, you will be able to create small command line tools that feel professional and easy to use. A single-line comment begins with the hash character. Use it to state purpose and intent. At the top of this file, we write a short summary of what the program does. Next, we show clear variable names for width and height measured in meters. The inline comment after the calculation explains why the multiplication happens. Good comments explain the reason, not the obvious steps. According to the Python documentation, the interpreter ignores everything on a line after the hash character, so comments never affect the program. A docstring is a string placed right after a definition. When you put one at the top of a file, it documents the whole module. When you put one at the start of a function, it describes that function. Tools and the built-in help function read these docstrings to show useful messages. The official Python documentation calls out recommended styles in the docstring conventions. In this example, the module docstring explains the overall purpose, and the function docstring summarizes the return value. Notice the guard near the end that reads, if name equals main. That pattern runs the demo code only when the file is executed directly. Comments should add meaning. The first block repeats what the code already says. The improved version names variables clearly and uses one short comment on the loop to explain intent. When names are strong, you can write fewer comments and keep each one valuable. Reserve longer comments for non-obvious decisions, performance notes, or links to a design discussion. Clear code plus focused comments is easier to maintain and kinder to future readers. Save the file and open your terminal. To run it on most systems, type the word Python, a space, then the file name hello.py. Press enter and you will see the greeting. On some systems, the command is Python 3. The Python documentation explains that the interpreter reads and executes the file from top to bottom. In later scenes, we will add arguments so that users can control how the script behaves. The module named sys exposes a list called RV which contains text typed after the program name. We check the length and show a usage line when the user provides the wrong number of items. Then we read the first item as the word and convert the second item to an integer. Finally, we print the word the requested number of times. This small script introduces input validation, conversion from text to number, and a friendly usage hint. The documentation for the CS module describes RV in detail and reminds us that position 0 is the script name, which is why we start reading from position 1. For user-friendly scripts, prefer the module named argparse. It automatically builds a help page, validates inputs, and converts values to useful types. We create a parser with a description, add a required name argument, and add an optional flag spelled ---- shout. The method parse_args reads the command line and returns an object with attributes. We build a message, and when the shout flag is present, we convert it to uppercase. Running the script with ---- help prints usage and options. The Python documentation for argparse covers many features, including default values, choices, and custom types, so you can grow this pattern into serious tools. Your challenge is to create a command line temperature converter. You can use your current hello.py file or simply create a new file. Use argparse to accept 2 arguments. The first is a number called value. The second is a choice named unit with allowed values C and F. When the unit is C, treat the number as degrees Celsius and print the equivalent in Fahrenheit. When the unit is F, treat the number as Fahrenheit and print the equivalent in Celsius. You could add a helpful description and a short example in the module docstring. Pause the video and try it now. One of the ways we could have completed the challenge is start with a short module docstring that explains the purpose and shows 2 example runs. I have left this out of the video, however, as it wouldn't fit on the screen. Next, we import the module named argparse. This module builds a friendly command line interface for us. We define a function named convert that accepts a floating point value and a unit. We normalize the unit to lowercase. When the unit is the letter C, we treat the value as Celsius and compute Fahrenheit using value times 9 divided by 5, then plus 32. When the unit is the letter F, we compute Celsius using value minus 32, then times 5 divided by 9. In the main function, we create a parser, add a value argument as a float, and add a unit argument with allowed choices C and F. We parse the arguments, call convert, and print the result rounded to 2 decimal places, along with the correct output unit. Great work! You learned how for loops repeat instructions, how the range function generates sequences, how to count backwards, how to pair index and value using enumerate, and how to loop through dictionary entries. You also built and tested a complete multiplication quiz. In the next lesson, we will compress loops into single expressions using list comprehensions. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you there.